This is a tribute to the 3,417 Texans killed in Vietnam. 3,417 people, but we're going to meet every one of them. We're memorializing Texas veterans that were killed. Dog tags are a part of every soldier's uniform. It has your name, rank, serial number, and blood type. Some people wore them around their necks, but in combat we often tucked them in our boots so they wouldn't make any noise. If you were killed in action, the dog tags were often the only way a body could be identified.
Danny Richard Lake.
Specialist for
Sergeant Oscar Garcia.
Escobedo, Davis,
Alba,
Gonzalez Castillo.
Casey.
Coggins.
Our brother, Donald Ray Rose.
And my
Army,
daddy,
Wichita
Lieutenant Colonel
Falls.
William Young Duggan, Air Force, Austin.
We've got a tag made for each person. The tags includes the name of the individual, his hometown in Texas, his rank and branch of service, and the date of casualty. They're in alphabetical order. That's so that people can find their loved ones. And people are allowed to come in and touch them and look for individuals that are, are missing from their lives now.
So to have this exhibit where people can actually touch the dog tags and maybe find somebody that they love, somebody that they lost, has been very moving. And I think it's been a very cathartic experience for a lot of veterans and the families of those who we lost in Vietnam.
This is Joseph.
Johnny.
Vietnam is such a controversial war that we weren't allowed to be proud for a long time, and people weren't allowed to grieve. And so now they have something tangible that represents their loss.
It's too emotional for me.
More than 58,000 men and women were killed in the Vietnam War. 3,417 of them were from Texas. A dog tag with each of their names is part of the exhibit. Of the 3,417, 102 of them are listed as missing in action, and their tags are black. A duplicate set of these tags will be entombed inside the monument honoring Texas Vietnam veterans on the grounds of the state capitol. When you consider that each one of these is a life lost, a guy who had potential, his families, and now he's really a memory and a dog tag. And our job is to not forget him, and we have it. Donald J. Matoka, 2nd Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps, Smithville, Texas, killed April 5th, 1968.
Matoka, Donald J.
This is my son, James W. Smith.
And this was my little brother. And we sure miss him.
This is Ronald W. Forrester, Odessa, Texas, United States Marine Corps.
A very good friend of my cousin served with him, and really handsome, and so just neighborhood boy. You want to see him? And you don't think you're gonna. God, he was good looking.
Sergeant Charles Edward Goodman. Seaman John Edward Hollis.
Specialist 4, Rufus
First
Weldon.
Lieutenant James Larry
Charles
Hull.
Milford
Staff
Knowles.
Sergeant Glenn Lee, Waters, Marine Corps, Dallas.
When you see all of these tags side by side, I think people will grasp the incredible human cost of war and be proud that when America called them to war, Texans stepped up.
So this is a great way of honoring them. And I think it would be appropriate anywhere in Texas.
Specialist for
First Lieutenant.
Master Chief Petty Officer.
Lance Corporal, Air Force, Marine Corps,
Army, Beeville,
Fredericksburg.
Cuero.
Houston.
Dallas.
Waco.